Hello fantasy faithfuls and welcome to Robby Anderson's Fantasy Snapshot. In 2019, Anderson will be facing a group of teams that last year gave up 341.7 fantasy points to wide receivers, third least in NFL with 12.7 yards per reception and only 15 touchdowns on average.
Battled through a lot of injuries as well, to be fair, and now McCown steps out of trouble, looking down the field, and he is going to let it fly, and that is Anderson, and a touchdown!
Breaking down his receiving, for receivers, I want the main zones to be the left and middle zones, both deep and short, and Anderson almost has this. His two main zones are the two left ones. Just wished he had some more over the middle, but you can't have it all. His catch rate in his two main zones, short left and deep left, is not something that should excite you, but it's not too bad. He's just below league average and still above 60% in the short left, which is my benchmark. Lastly, he is extremely productive when catching a ball to the left side of the field, being well above league average short left and 1 yard above in the deep left zone. These are some really good receiving trends. The opponent that fits his trends the best is the Dallas Cowboys. They combined for 20.2 yards per reception, and opposing receivers had a catch rate of 59% in both left zones combined. Anderson's one-game floor is 0.5 points and ceiling 14.1 points based on the last 3 years. This is a very low floor combined with a very high ceiling. DFS or streamer bells are going off right now. The likeliness of him scoring above the ceiling and booming is decent at 0.8%, while his bust risk below the floor is low at 0.1. Still a pretty good boom chance for a ceiling that is this high. His touchdown rate last year was 6.5%, 0.4 above the league average. I love to see this. Just above average lets us know that we can almost certainly assume the same for next year. And based on my market share study, I have him predicted for 103 targets and for 59 receptions. This would be his second highest season ever. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. Anderson had very high highs and very low lows, which is not uncommon for wide receivers. He should have been started 4 weeks out of 15, which is not great, but 3 of those weeks he was fantastic. The situation breakdown for Anderson shows that for us to start him, it should be a home game. He is 15% above his average when playing at home. It doesn't matter if the opposing teams tend to give up points to wide receivers, but it should be a team with a losing record. So mainly home games versus bad teams is ideal for him. Anderson saw 9 red zone targets in 2018, and with those targets he scored 2 touchdowns, which is not amazing. Not that the success rate of 22% is bad. No, it is the lack of targets that is concerning. Hopefully with Bell on the team, the Jets will end up in the red zone a bit more next year. The average risk of Anderson not scoring above 10 fantasy points last year was 81.6%, which is 28th lowest out of receivers and actually not that bad. Sure, you can't expect him to score above 10 points every other week. You will have to bench him from time to time. Based on his current ADP of 81st overall and all the numbers I laid out in this video, I give him a draft grade of B+. He has a ton of upside, and at this draft range, I am more than okay with drafting players with low floors. Add that he has fantastic receiving trends, and I am all in. Just wish he had some more projected targets and an easier schedule for receivers.
Play clock is down to 1. McCown gets it off. He's throwing long on the near side for Anderson. He's got him into the open field. Touchdown, Jets!
Hello fantasy faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.